Welcome to another video, and today in the province of Alberta it is the municipal election day. And today I thought, hey, why don't I tell you how to choose who to vote for if you haven't already decided. So essentially the way that I'm going to decide who I'm going to vote for in this election is by looking at all the candidates within the city of Calgary and then going to each of their websites. Now, if they don't have a website, well then instantly I don't care. If they're linking directly to a Facebook page, still, they don't count. They should be able to at least afford a website to give information, because today, everything is on the internet, and if you can't even be bothered to have a website, well, and you're running to be the mayor of a city, well, there's something wrong. Criteria 2 is taking a look at the website. If the website is super terrible and doesn't work correctly on mobile devices, or is one of those like .wix websites or GeoCities, which I don't even think exists anymore, but if it's one of those kind of websites, they also lose points, especially if it looks like the website was made from the 1990s, and I'm not even kidding, some of the candidates, their websites are really bad. So some of them instantly lose points right there, because if you don't know how to build a website or even pay someone to build the website, like, come on, why should I even choose you? We're in a digital age. You should at least understand technology, or at least understand how to delegate to someone that does understand it for you. Like, if you can't even be bothered to do that, well, what are you even doing running in politics? The next thing is, if their domain happens to be a .ca domain, well then they definitely get bonus points, because, well, at least you bought a Canadian domain name. And hey, if they bought a .com, they don't lose points either, but if they bought a random, like, .org, that'd be questionable, or .net, like, who even uses that anymore? So after that, you've at least narrowed down some of the candidates, and usually by doing this, you'll narrow down the list a lot. Then I start looking at each of them kind of in their own, like, think of it as if you were comparing something in like Excel. So essentially I kind of list out what one person is, what their platform is, what their promises are, and what they plan to do, and list all of that, and then look at the next candidate, look at what they're going to do, and then do the same, and then start comparing all of them and go, this guy's lies seem like interesting. Like, hey, if someone wants to give the city of Calgary free Wi-Fi, that sounds awesome. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of probably hurdles in order to get that set up, but hey, if you're going to run on that, that's really cool. I wouldn't vote against you. Then you start looking at what promises they've made. Pretty much all of them are going to say that they're going to lower taxes. So that issue doesn't even count because everybody's saying that. So you just ignore that one. And then you start filtering it down. And eventually you come out with knowing what the major differences between each candidate is, and you can actually make a proper informed decision rather than doing politics the way that it always seems to be, which is just a stupid popularity contest. Oh look, I have my signs everywhere. No, I'm so done with most of these signs that are like, oh, it's time for a change. Time for a change from what? Things were fine. What are you changing? Don't just tell me it's time for a change. At least prevent some alternatives and why you're changing things and why your way is better. That's what should be on your sign, if you're gonna have a sign at all. Not some stupid thing that has your face on it. Like, no, I don't want to see that. You're cluttering up people's lawns and they're ugly. I hate all of the election signs. They're so hideous. And yes, I just went on a rant right there. And I feel like if I don't bring to light a way that people should be looking and choosing their candidates, then people might just stay in the rut of just choosing who everybody else is choosing. So as you can see, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but at least I'm going to tell you how to make an informed decision on choosing who you'd like to vote for. And I'm also not going to tell you who I'm voting for, because just there's no place on this channel for politics. And yeah, I'm making this video, but I feel like people need to know, because that's the only way I think you can even objectively look at political candidates, because otherwise you get kind of wrapped up in like, oh, this person says they're really great. No, you gotta look at what the major differences are, because everybody's going to say the same thing. And really, politics is just voting for the best liar. That's really all that it is, or whoever's lies that you want to come true. Like, I am not a fan of it, but I at least do it because, well, what other alternative is there? Until there's another alternative, well, I guess I'm going to keep voting. So yeah, that's pretty much this video. In the comments below, let me know, do you vote? If not, let me know why. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Don't forget to have an epically awesome day. Bye!